Hello. All right. Let's continue, shall we? Okay, so I'm like figuring out my camera, getting used to it. Very exciting. I'm also drinking some hot chocolate. Okay. So we are continuing, obviously.
Monsieur Johann van Vulner.
Okay. So I went there. I didn't go to Emily's house. Her room yet. Oh my god. I don't know where it even is. Honestly, though. No idea. Is it?
Jacques Peru.
Napoleon's room. I went there already. Emily. We haven't even been in here before. This is very exciting.
King George III in coronation robes. Nice tending children at the orphanage in Harlem. I find it a little hard to understand this painting choice.
Maybe he just likes the way the artist paints. Where even? Oh, she's over there.
Dear E, I received your last letter. Unfortunately, the Crown informed the Golden Order that our mission should under no circumstances hamper Sir Gregory's plans. Decidedly, they have support from the highest level in Buckingham
Who's
Palace.
Gregory?
So here we both are, hands and feet tied, and little room to maneuver. Keep me abreast of events. Our mission is becoming more complicated. Yours, E. T.S. The French chapter of the Order doesn't appear to know anything about the arrival of our friend Sarah. I therefore cannot comment on it. However, my guess is that she has come here for personal reasons.
Okay. Fun.
The Lady's Waldegrave by Reynolds. Painted upon the request of the Waldegrave family in an effort to find them a husband. Displayed like meat. It's disgusting.
Oh, I guess I didn't take it that way.
Grammar of Port-Royal.
Boreal.
The artistry of the French language in all its splendor. Whoever masters French commands the world. At least une partie of it.
Well, I'll never even commander any part of the world. 'Cause I don't know any French. See, her room is full of girly paintings. Girly. I should say that. There's a lot less about death. Paintings are a lot less.
William Pitt, the Elder, Earl of Chatham.
Death covered.
Emily worked with his son.
I don't know. I like her room though. It's pretty. I like the colors. I guess I should talk to you.
What can I do for you, Louis?
I've come to see you about last night's tragedy. Did you hear anything about what happened to Elizabeth?
Yes, we all did. Rumors spread quickly, you know. How awful. I didn't know her well, but I hope at least the poor thing didn't suffer too much.
I mean, she was stabbed. Yeah, that was like she was stabbed 9 times. Oh my god. Don't you worry?
Death came quickly. You can be assured of that.
If such a senseless act can happen here, then none of us is truly
Exploited
safe anywhere.
vulnerability.
Lord Mortimer must be mortified that one of his guests could have committed such an act, don't you think?
He is indeed very upset about it. It's only natural after such a violent murder.
Yeah, I would
Violent?
imagine.
What do you mean?
Elizabeth was stabbed 9 times.
Oh my god, Louis. How awful.
I mean, I didn't want to tell
The
her,
murderer must
Louis.
have had a serious grudge against her to set upon her like that. It must have been a crime of passion. Do you know what happened exactly?
In fact, Lord Mortimer has asked me to look into this case, Emily.
Really? Are you Lord Mortimer's snoop now?
Sure
I'm
am.
doing it for Elizabeth.
Proud of it.
Not to please Mortimer.
Good for you. Quite right, too. Have you found out anything?
Don't we know where she was last
Did
night?
you and Elizabeth get to know each other?
I must admit, Louis, I didn't take much interest in her. I feel a bit guilty about it, but I never actually spoke to her. She seemed burdened by her problems, and as she wasn't invited to the conference, I didn't really seek her out.
I'm now interviewing all the guests to establish the alibis for each person. Just so I can cross you off the list of suspects, can you tell me what you did after leaving
Oh, I
my
guess,
room?
yeah, what you did after
you
you
know,
left
the
the room.
easiest way to find out what I was doing last night would have been to invite me to stay, Louis. But I shall answer
Okay,
you.
you know,
I
it's
simply
not
went
my
back to
fault.
my room and then to bed. On the way, I stopped off for a brief chat with President Washington about some business that concerns both of us.
Really?
Very well, then. Thank you, Emily.
About the piece of fabric.
I found a torn piece of dress in Miss Adams' room. Gray silk.
Where's it
Well,
from?
she wasn't
That's what I'm trying to
wearing
find out. The color doesn't match any of Elizabeth's dresses, but I might not have found all of her clothes yet.
Good Lord, Louis, do you realize what this means? If this piece of dress isn't from Elizabeth, then it's... I don't have any grey silk dresses, Louis. Neither does my sister, since we wear the same clothes.
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to check with you.
I'm so sorry, Louis.
Thank you.
Are you all right? You know, I'm sure there's a good reason why your mother was at the scene.
Thank you,
Sure.
I won't keep you, Emily. Thank you for answering my questions.
See you, Louis.
All right. Let's see. You can inform the King George of the Holy Father's backing. We shall assist you with financing the recruitment of regiments of immigrant royalists to fight against France. Your friend, His Eminence Giuseppe Piaggi. Great.
Two coils circle the lock.
I don't think we have anything like that. Why does everyone have their own like lockbox here? Just come.
Two coils circle
No,
the
I didn't mean
lock.
to. Okay, no, I meant to
Queen
do
Charlotte.
this one.
All the royal family of England is there from what I can tell.
Nice. Her silk looks like her silk. Her dress looks like green silk, kind of. Green? Gray. Gray is what I meant.
A letter from William Pitt the Elder addressed to Emily. He was the English Prime Minister. This letter dates from 15 years ago now. Madam, I shall never thank you enough for all your care and attention.
Whenever there's
I
like a
shall be
letter
indebted
scene,
to
I'm
you
like,
till my
alright,
last
guess a
breath.
drink, I guess.
If you have any request of me, you only need ask. With regards to my son William, I shall never thank you enough for looking after him.
I'm like
You know
drinking
the
this
latter's
so awkwardly too,
preferences,
because I try
and
not to hit my mic.
You will understand he needs you desperately. For that, and as agreed with Queen
I'm
Charlotte,
so weird,
our
okay.
friend Duke Hillsborough will carry out his task and meet with you within 6 months. From then on, you'll be free from want. Yours sincerely, William Pitt, Count of Chatham.
Okay. Did I look at
A letter
those?
from William Pitt the Elder, addressed to Emily. He
Wait,
was
did
the
I just
English
read
Prime
that?
Minister. This letter dates from 15 years ago now. Madam, I shall never thank you enough for all.
15 years ago was a long time.
A devil's thorn, to be used to uncover the best disguised traits.
Hmm. Okay, gonna take this. Oh, let's take this again. Item not picked up. Why am I full on those? Oh, my bad. Okay. I don't know. Did I even look at everything? I feel like I'm not really getting much evidence from like anybody. That's kind of annoying.
Dear
Did I look at this?
I received your...
Yeah. Oh,
A fragment of amber.
Here. And just scan. Okay. Okay. Can't go that way. I don't know who else there is to... Like, I talked to Napoleon. I talked to Peru. Can't even go down that way. Is there anything over here? Guess not. And we're running, and we're running, and we're running. Can I go up here? Ooh, let's just go up here now. Exciting. Oh my god. Some good hot chocolate. Alright. Did I talk to Piaggi already?
What a tragedy, my son. How could such a thing have happened?
That's exactly what I'm trying to find out. Did you notice anything out of the ordinary last night?
I saw the young French soldier, Bonaparte, I believe, hanging around
And you
near
already
Miss
told
Adams'
us all
room.
this information.
But I would not want to get an innocent man into trouble, Louis. It's probably nothing. But if I were you, my son, I would talk to Monsieur Peru. You remember how violently he set
I
upon
regret this.
Miss Adams.
Oh, don't worry. He's on the list of suspects.
Like, can we talk to the this guy? Like, and report back with what information that we found?
I've come to speak about the findings of the investigation.
Oh, okay,
my
so
lord.
we can. Good.
I'm listening, Louis.
I'm sorry, my lord, but I don't have any evidence conclusive enough to allow me to name the culprit with certitude.
Really? I see. Well, that's your decision, Louis, and I accept it. Given the distinguished guests and
What is the commotion that's
sensitive
happening?
political issues involved at the conference, I trust you'll leave me to conclude the case in my own way. Right. It's time we spoke about your mother, Louis.
I'm gonna say she's in hiding. Fuck
She
the
seems
mom.
to be making every effort to steer clear of your guests.
What do you mean?
For the past few weeks, my mother's been playing cat and mouse, if you will. I don't know why, but it wouldn't surprise me to learn that she's trying to avoid someone. The question is, who?
And in your opinion, would she be the cat or the mouse?
The cat.
Knowing my mother, she would be the cat.
That doesn't make me feel any better, Louis.
What was the official reason why my mother came to your island?
I knew about your mother's activities, and yours, in the Golden Order. I thought we had everything to gain by working together.
You mean the cannon deal with Monsieur Bonaparte?
Among others,
But-
yes. How did you hear about that?
Monsieur Bonaparte came to speak to me about it yesterday, during lunch.
I see. So impetuous. He was supposed to let me speak to you about it first. Our friend Napoleon desperately needed financial backing to properly equip his army. I took it upon myself to back him because I have a firm conviction that he can go far. Yet he told me that you had spoken and that you hadn't been able to reach an understanding.
That's putting it mildly. Monsieur Bonaparte is one of those guys who only understands people who think like he does.
Ah, I see what you mean. He is indeed rather inflexible when it comes to certain subjects. But I am still of the opinion that you can manage to get along.
Oh,
We
good.
shall see.
So we
However,
didn't fuck it up that
there's
much.
one thing that surprises me. Isn't Bonaparte a bit young to deserve so much attention?
Well, you come straight to the point. I like that.
Sure
Indeed,
do.
if you knew just how much you remind me of him. Trust me, I'll wager that Monsieur Napoleon will soon prove himself. I'm working on it, at least. Once this deal was closed, I had big plans for Sarah.
Such as what?
You see, I've invited several influential
Seriously,
figures
who's
on
like
my island
having a
to present them with a
conversation in the
project
background
at the
right now?
conference. It will be presented later today. I thought that the Golden Order had a role to play. And I still think so. I was hoping Sarah would be able to join us.
I see.
Indeed, if by chance your mother decided not to return to us before the conference, would you do me the great honor of attending?
Me?
If only to follow the deliberations while waiting for her to duly take her seat.
Why not? We shall see.
Ah, thank you so much. In this way, you'll be able to keep your mother informed of what is said. There's something else I'd like to briefly go over. Earlier, you asked me the official reason for your mother's presence here. Is there an off-the-record reason why your mother came here?
I don't know. Do we know for sure? Like, and should we even mention that we know? Like,
If only my mother had trusted me, but she remained very mysterious. I'd have been delighted to answer your question.
Is this usual for her?
As head of the
Well-
Order, secrets are her bread and butter, as you can imagine. That said, it's the first time she hasn't let me in on the reason for her trip. And it intrigues me, to tell you the truth.
Well, I am sure that Sarah will explain everything once she reappears. There's
Wow.
something I still don't get.
still doubting that.
In
but-
your opinion, why would your mother remain in hiding over several weeks?
Maybe she's wary of somebody.
Her not coming back to the manor after so long makes me wonder if she is wary of someone.
Well, certainly. But whom? The only ones who were present during her stay were Sir Gregory, Duchess Hillsborough, Mr. von Boulder,
The Duchess.
and myself.
You forget Elizabeth Adams, my lord.
That's true. But Gregory and I arranged it so that they wouldn't run into each other. I thought it had worked.
Do you think that your mother felt she was in danger because of Elizabeth?
It's possible.
The only thing I can tell you is that Sarah had indeed changed. At the beginning of her stay here, we enjoyed spending time together, solving the world's problems.
Should we ask him what they spoke about together? I mean, he doesn't. Does he even know about her
You seem to
disappearance?
know my mother very well, my lord. What did you talk about together?
Oh, as soon as we had a little free time, we liked to share points of view about
Oh, they
practically
were
any subject.
really close
We would
together.
find ourselves embarked on interminable discussions that could go from Monsieur Blanchard's flight in a hot air balloon to the Treaty of Jassy, or the adoption of the metric system in France last year, or even
Oh.
Mr. Eli Whitney's invention in the United States.
Yeah, I can't even like talk about the other things. I'm just not smart enough, basically. Okay.
My mother must have
Fascinating.
undoubtedly taken great pleasure in these exchanges. She always was one to appreciate broadening her knowledge. I'm surprised she didn't get you started on the Crusades. It was her favorite subject.
Are you joking?
Yeah,
Sarah
what a
and I spent
pleasant
entire
subject to
days
talk about.
together, reliving them. It so happens that the Crusades are also my subject of predilection, especially the third. My
I
ancestor
love
distinguished himself
the
brilliantly during
grenades.
the siege of
Grenades.
Saint-Jean d'Acre.
That's what it is. It's called the grenades now. I guess I don't know anything
Unfortunately,
about the
my
Crusades.
lord, the Crusades are not my chosen field.
Well, it doesn't matter. You have plenty of time to learn. Your mother is a very well-read woman. You're quite lucky to have her as a model, Louis.
Yes, I know, but I'm still very worried.
I must admit, there are worse things to worry about now, Louis.
What do you mean?
Since she disappeared, your mother has been seen once. Her behavior on the evening of your arrival greatly surprised Gregory and myself. She resurfaced to attack Emma, Emily Hillsborough's twin sister.
I knew it.
And
I knew it.
she shot her with a pistol. Then, before Gregory could intervene, she ran off and disappeared
He
again.
knows about
I
that.
beg your pardon? Hang on.
That's such a huge
That
detail
means
to leave
my
out. Are
vision
you
on the wharf,
kidding?
It was actually happening inside the manor. Mother shot Emily's sister? The very person she came looking for?
Oh my
Why
god.
would she do that?
So we knew.
Excuse
Well,
me.
now I'm not sure if I
But between that and
talked
the
about
childhood
it.
of Lady
But I had
Adams,
a feeling
it's,
that was
it's all a bit
twin.
much for me to cope with.
So.
I need to piece it all
Which probably
together
wasn't that
again
hard to figure out.
see things more clearly. You said that you spent a lot of time talking together at the beginning. What happened for that to change?
I'm afraid I haven't much to tell you. The more the days went by, the more she withdrew into herself. She never gave me an explanation. Until the day came when she purely and simply disappeared.
Where did she go when she wanted to be alone?
She would shut herself away in a room we use as a box room upstairs.
Would you allow me to go there?
Naturally, Louis, of course. I'll send you a servant to open it.
Thank you.
So
One last thing, although I don't know if there is a connection.
I'm listening.
A gate was forced the other night near the wharf. Nothing serious, just a few
that
small
was
things
so
damaged.
us. That was so. Look, he's gonna find out. He's being honest with me now, even though we should have found out about some things a lot earlier. But
Sorry, my lord, but I was searching for leads to my mother.
sorry.
I thought I was hot on her trail and didn't take any precautions.
Well, you could have reported it to a servant. But never mind. I shall put it down to your ardor
Sorry.
and anxiety. However, please try to respect my estate in future.
I certainly will. Please accept my sincerest apologies.
That's all I
Honesty is
can
the
tell
best
you about
policy,
the disappearance
guys.
of your mother, Louis. I would like to have been more helpful.
I shall stay on her trail and follow up any leads.
Still can't believe he
Thank
knew
you.
all of that
We
information.
will meet later
and
on
didn't
to
tell
welcome our
anybody.
last guest. In the meantime, I shall get someone to open the box room upstairs for you.
Thank you.
The room is
So
just
annoying.
opposite Mortimer's study.
So crazy. Okay. Well, it's an opposite Mortimer's study. Now, where would that be? Is this it? It's probably not it. I mean, it's not giving us something letting me know what room this is, so. Maybe? So many things to click on. It's exciting.
There are burnt papers in the chimney.
Oh.
There's a legible fragment left. Hey, I recognize my mother's handwriting. She says, we must find a safer way to communicate. Someone is onto us. Trust in my faith in the man with the sword. So Mother had an accomplice here. Who could it be?
I don't know.
Who could she be suspicious of? I must find the next part. faith, sword. I recognize her love of riddles there.
Okay. Okay, we're just full on inventory. Oh, we can press X to consult our notes. The man with the sword. Doesn't Napoleon have a sword? I don't know. That's the most. I mean, that's who I think of when I think of man and a sword, because we saw a sword in his room. And we can't pick. I hate not being able to pick up things because we don't
St. Paul
really
wrote to
need
Damascus
to
by
use our
Caravaggio.
skills. Oh, so you have to actually examine the
Caravaggio had
paintings
painted
now?
magnificent command of black and the play of colors too. Paul
I learned
facing
a lot
ordeal,
about Caravaggio in
the curtains
art
of his
school.
illusions being raised, and receives the light from his savior.
It won't help me in this game, I promise, but we don't know any of these. Trust the man with this. What's
What is
this?
this disc?
I don't know. Take it, I guess. I mean, like, what else are we gonna do with that? Oh, when he's like disc, I'm like, oh, like to put it into a computer or something, like, you know, like a CD player, a CD or a DVD, some kind of other kind of disc. And then I'm like, oh wait, this is like the 1700s. But you never know. It's locked, like literally.
Door appears to be locked on the other
Hate when
side.
things are locked. Don't you just hate when things are locked? Oh my god, it's the worst. Yeah, let's just. What do you mean open? What?
I think I heard something fall to the ground. A metallic sound, like
Use
a
the
key falling to the floor.
disc?
We'll see if it works.
What? I can't believe that actually worked.
It's open.
Also, I didn't want to force the door open because I feel like Mortimer was going to get really mad. They would just keep destroying his property by forcing our way.